Hi everyone, welcome back to the Blue Knitter podcast. My name's NJ, but you can call me NJ because it's easier to say. And this is a YouTube channel where I talk about mostly sock knitting. Sorry, I'm just being honest, and it's mostly sock knitting. But I used to knit a lot of garments and stuff, and maybe one day I'll figure that out and get my garment knitting mojo back. We're going to talk about some of that. So I have some finished objects. I have some finished objects to show you and a work in progress. But I really didn't get like a whole lot done. Summer sock camp finally ended, and of course I forgot to add up my summer sock camp total, so I'm going to do that after I show you all the things. First, let's get started with finished objects. So the first one, I finished these pink socks. Gonna just hold them up there for a minute. Love them. Okay, then I'm gonna let you guys see the detail just a little bit. There's ribbing at the top, and then there's a pattern all the way through. This really cool heel, which is that bottom, top down, cuff down Flegel heel. I did forget to also mention that I am having a Sauvignon Blanc in my Buc-ee's cup. Buc-ee's. Anyway. This pattern is called, and I had it pulled up, Stack of Books by Stitch Witchery, Lindsay Shank Kirkluner, and I think it's Sock Witchery is the name. This is the pattern. You can see, and I believe, like I said last time, I incorporated the heel from a sock that I just finished, the top down Flegel heel. So I incorporated it from this pattern. It makes it kind of hard to see. That's not it. Sorry, it's called the Quest sock set. There's several different heel patterns in here. I think one's toe up, one's a heel flap and gusset, and I really like that heel because it was unique, and I love the way that heel hugs my foot. If you have a high instep, I don't advise this. This pair was for Knit the Rainbow, and I think I don't even know what number it was for summer sock camp because I really wasn't keeping track. The whole point was for me to have fun and hopefully win a prize. I did not win a prize yet, but I could still win a prize. So, you know, so the heel, I love the heel. This is for Knit the Rainbow. It's a men's size 12. That's why none of my blockers are on the wall because they're all in use because I had a big sock blocking party. The yarn is Hedgehog Fiber. And the colorway, it was like Potluck 8. I think it's something that they do. It's like a mystery potluck thing. This yarn was a gift from Gary Knits, Gary Rides, from one of his End Aids make-alongs. And I didn't like the color because it was pink and it wasn't my color. And I didn't want to knit socks for my sister because Knit the Rainbow needs them more. My sisters have socks. I'll knit socks for my sister like low key and when I don't have to like just power through them. Excuse me. Looking back on it, everybody loves this yarn and my sister would have loved this yarn, but it's already done and my sister is not a men's size 12. I cast on 72 stitches, 20 rounds for the ribbing, 60 rounds for the leg, work the heel according to the Quest pattern, and then I did 80 rounds for the foot, and then I did that rounded toe from Amy Wheeler's Titty Gaga. So these are going to be folded up and given to Knit the Rainbow because you've already seen them, and I've already submitted my entry for summer sock camp on these. Okay, next is my DRK Everyday Socks, guys. I love these socks. I love the fact that I have never knit a toe-up sock before, and this one finally, well, I know I've knit a toe-up sock before. I've knit two. Neither one fit. One was too tight, one was too big, one was too long. Like, it was just a hot mess, and I refused to go back and fix it. Knit the Rainbow has both of them, and I'm okay with that decision. But these socks, I freaking love them. So let me show you. They're the DRK Everyday Socks by Andrea Mallory. I'm sure you've seen this pattern. It's got 5,052 projects on Ravelry. So I only have one on the blocker because I took the other one off to go put my whip on. But let me give you just an idea. DRK Everyday Socks. Here, I'll hold those up. It's the cuff. And you saw these last week when they were almost done, but now they're fully done. Look at that heel. This is a toe-up Fleegle heel. I'm liking the way the Fleegle heel fits. Now that you guys have seen them, I get to wear them. That's because I finished them because like in the last podcast, I like had this much more to do on the cuff and I was so mad. And then when I finished them and blocked them and washed them, I'm like, okay, well now I'm done. And I have to wait all this time to podcast, and yes, I do. And I can't wear them because I want it to be a good podcaster, and I can wear them and still show them to you. I'm not that person. I don't really care if they're dirty unless you get like super offended. Let me know if that's a thing that people get offended by. But I have a tendency to wear the hell out of my socks, and they wear them around the house. They're dirty, and they're not as pretty as this, and I do want to document like how gorgeous this is. Just look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. So pretty. Anyway, I have never knit with a marled yarn before. I have never knit a lumberjack sock before. So now I'm obsessed and I only have one more skein of the lumberjack yarn. This is Tin Can Knit. I'm sorry. Tin Can Knits. Why? It's because Tin Can Knits has a lumberjack pattern, but it's DK. This is Ginger Snap yarn. Just Ginger Snap. Their website is Ginger Snap that. Just keep that in mind. The colorway is Kai. And it's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, 110 grams. They were very generous with this. It's 124.18 grams. It came in a sock set with the yellow that I got. It was like a Christmas discount or something like that. And it came with this, it came with the black and it came with this marled white. But my black never came. It was on sale and it was Black Friday, and her husband said like it fell out of the package, and she offered to send it to me with shipping to the US around the holidays. I said no. It was discounted. Stuff happens. And you're cool, you're good, like don't send that to me. And so I just used some black from Tumbleweed Yarns. It was a from my Barbie socks that are self-striping. I need to knit those Barbie socks one day. Maybe I'll give those to my sister. I don't know. They're self-striping Barbie yarn. I don't know if she's worth that kind of money. But I got it because it was pink and black and it was just perfect. So I got that. Anyway. These are done, DRK Everyday Socks. I can't remember what else I want to say about them. I knit the toe as written, which I don't like. I don't care for the wide toe, and if I do it again, I'm going to try something else. And then I did 4 rows of the black. Then I knit the foot, and by the grace of God, it fit. So I basically just knit the foot until it came right at the top of my foot, like the pattern says, and crossed my fingers that it fit. I took out 2 stitches or added 2 stitches to the second, to whatever size. I did 64 stitches. I edited that because either one was too small, the other was too big. I don't want to give too much away of the pattern. And then, instead of cutting the yarn, I just kept going with the heel. And then I did 60 rounds for the leg, and then the cuff is 6, 6, 4, 4, 2, I think, something like that, or 6, 6, 3, 3, 2. I don't remember all those details. They're not important. Hang on, actually, they are important in case somebody likes this, because I stole it from Needles at the Ready, and because I like the way Ray from Needles at the Ready did it, and I like the way his looked, and his looked better than mine. Here, I'll show you his since I probably have it in here. See, I think Ray lied. Which is why I don't want to lie to you guys. Oh no, I lost the whole thing. What just happened? Technical difficulties. No. Don't even know how to get back. How do I get back? Okay. There they are. Okay. So, I'll zoom in on that. I just took the screenshot from the Needles at the Ready podcast. Oh, stop. So you look at his, and then I'm going to slide mine in there. You see, I did exactly what he said he did in the podcast. And that's why I don't want to lie to you guys and tell you the wrong thing. And I fully think that maybe he did do that, or he was just guessing and didn't think much of it. But I think he did more rows. So, but, darn it. Come back to me. So I did 6 rounds of the black, 3 rounds of the marled white, and then 2 of the black, 3 of the marled white, and then another 6 of the contrast. If I had it to do over, and we're going to talk about this when I get into my my hoe, I would do 8 of the black on both ends, and then 4, 4, and 4. Or 4, yeah, 4, 4, and 4. I like that for the others. But, you know, I still love these socks. They make me so happy. Does anybody else get like that? I'm like, oh my god, I just love these socks, and I don't know why. It just makes me happy to look at on my toes. Anyway, I'm a sock knitter. Not sorry. So this is another pair. That was my summer sock camp. Those are definitely for me. Nobody else, because they scream me. Next, just a basic vanilla sock with a fish kiss lips heel. Guys, have you guys ever okay, so here, let me just show them. Go. So we had the ball band. I'm not gonna hunt for it. Oh, here you are. The yarn is Pretty Twisted yarn. And it's her lavage base. And it's 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon, and it's a 4-plied sock base. Pretty Twisted yarn. Teresa. She's awesome. And the colorways are, this is Poolside, which is like a neon blue. This is Punky Power. And it seems that each dye of Punky Power is a little bit different. I did basic fish kiss lips heel, and I did a rounded toe, but what happened was I was walking and listening to my book, and I don't know what happened, but this second toe is not rounded like the first toe, and I think they're different sizes because I was walking and I was knitting, and I don't know if I've ever shown you guys this, but I have this little thread and maple thing, and it doesn't come with a sock darning needle, but I added a sock darning needle right here. And so this is what I keep in my little walk-in knit bag. Shelabobby. So I just put that in there. But I've switched bags. We're gonna talk about that when we get into my hoe. But so I was walking, I was listening to my book, and I thought I was knitting it right, but it turned out I missed a step in the rounded toe. So I have 1 rounded toe, 1 wedge toe. I know I could have went back and fixed it, and I thought about it a couple times, and I said, no, we're blocking it. Summer sock camp is going to be over in just a few weeks. So, Pretty Twisted yarn. I love it. I love these socks. So much fun. Okay. And next sock, I told you, got some sock. Next FO are the Coffee Talk socks. too. I'm going to move these back just a touch. And then I'll show you one. Look at that toe. Fabulous. Okay. Oh, Coffee Talk Socks by Tracy Miller. The Tracy Miller of the Grocery Girls. I know she's not watching because she doesn't know who I am. But that's okay. Oh, I did forget to say thank you so much and welcome to my new subscribers. I notice you and I see you and thank you so much because it just makes me happy that anybody wants to watch the crazy sock shenanigans. These are out of Treehouse Knits. And the colorway is Morning Gold Bridge. It's a 2-plied sock yarn, 80-20, so 80% merino, 20% nylon, and it came in a sock set with this little purple at the top and then this bright orange heel. And then if you know the pattern, it does this little like cool faded thing at the toe. And this pattern always goes so fast. Like I think I knit one sock in 2 days. It was just, it flies off the needle. And like, it's the only sock pattern that I think does that for me. Most of the time, like I take my time with it. But I think that because it wasn't for me, I just wanted to get it done. This is probably gonna go to Knit the Rainbow or my sister. Just because I'm not vibing on the colors. It was another gift from Gary Knits, Gary Rides. I did want to use the Treehouse Knits yarn before Fiberfest. Yeah, there we go. Because they're going to be at Fiberfest. And I typically don't like 80-20 yarns because of the 2-ply. And it's just too plumpy for me. And my needles get caught in it. And then my gauge changes. Everything's all wonky for it. But this one I liked. It's a very tight spun on it and good for socks. So would I buy their yarn? Definitely. Just not in these jewel tone colors that I don't care for. But that's okay. It was free and I got to sample it and I like it. And I definitely like the base. So I will definitely, might have to get some of this at DFW. Probably not, and we'll get to that too because I've been spending a little bit more than I should and I don't need to. It's unnecessary when you have all this yarn. So that is it for FOs. I'm gonna take another sip of wine. Okay, next I have a hoe. You've already seen it. We're gonna hide it. Let me see, let's find it. And this is the Leo and Roxy anniversary sock pattern. I'm pulling it up, it's loading. Hopefully. It's never taken this long for it to load. It comes with their sock set when you buy it. I'm so sorry for the people. I'm trying to hide the pattern. Leo and Roxy anniversary sock. It's a basic type of rib sock. It's another lumberjack sock because I'm obsessed, friends. I'm not gonna lie. But when you buy the sock set, she gives you a copy of the pattern. I don't like paper patterns because I always lose them. So the pattern is somewhere because I think it's somewhere in a bin where I keep all my sock yarn. But I did finish the first one. I'll hold it back a little bit. Cute is the sock. For real. I just love that marled yarn, and I love the cuff, and I love the heel. This is a heel flapping gusset. I am finding out, and that's what I was gonna say when I was talking about this sock right here, the Fish Kiss Lips heel. I used to love the Fish Kiss Lips heel, and then I don't know if I told you guys about my experiment where I'm doing vanilla socks in every heel. So I realized after wearing that, the heel, like, it feels like I'm wearing a shorty sock because the leg of the sock just is not long enough because the heel, it goes so deep. See what I'm saying? And then I just don't really care for the way that it fits. It's kind of flimsy. And I think I've been spoiled with the magic, whatever you call it, heel, the bottom down Fleegle heel. I think it just gives my foot a lot of more room. I don't have to do all the extra math and pick up extra stitches. But anyway, that and the heel flap and gusset, because I have Summer Lee's sock book, as you know, like if you've been watching the show, you know. You may not. You may be new, because there are new. So, but I have Summer Lee's stock book, and if you've never read this book, I highly suggest you read it. But in her book, Summer says that she doesn't like short road heels because it's harder to edit. Yes, I know how to edit the Fish Kiss Lips heel, but I don't think that's it. I think I just get more coverage on a heel flap and gusset than I do on Fish Kiss Lips. And don't get me wrong, it's a great go-to, quick, don't have to think heel, but I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards the heel flap and gusset. But I am on an experiment. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm doing all the heels I can find on a vanilla sock, as Summer suggested in her book, to see which one I like the most. And I honestly thought it was Fish Kiss Lips. But now that I knit a vanilla sock with the Fish Kiss Lips, man, I could do without it. And then the other thing that bugs me is that you're done with this heel. You got all of this foot to knit. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. When I do the heel flap and gusset, I have all this the decreasing and stuff like that, and it's way less to knit. It feels like I'm knitting less, but I'm knitting the exact same. I know it's silly. Anyway, I think I'm a heel flap and gusset girl, but or a Fleegle heel girl. Surprise, because the Fleegle heel looks so funny that I never thought I'd be that person. Anyway. I'm in love. I'm in love. I keep looking at them and admiring them, and like I can't wait for them to be done. And it just screams fall in my boots. And taking a hike. So that's it. Leo and Roxy anniversary socks. I love Leo and Roxy. This is their marled sock set. The label is literally like right there, guys. BRB. This is their. Sorry, you guys know I hate editing because it's just a pain in the butt and I have to put it through all this whole program and render it. Leo and Roxy. It's their marled sock set, so it's 80/20, but it doesn't feel like, again, this and Ginger Snap that. I thought they were the same base. They are not. Leo and Roxy's, it feels thinner. Ginger Snaps feels a little bit thicker. Both good bases, both same yardage. I don't know how they do it. Oh, it might be the dye actually that made this a little heavier, and that makes complete and total sense now that I think about it, because the darker the color, the heavier the dye, and this is undyed, so she probably just put like a blank little wash on it. And yeah, so now it all makes sense. All I need to do is talk to my friends about it, I guess. So what else was I say about? Oh, super thin, great spin on it. Another 80/20 that I would definitely knit with again. This, the non-marled, it feels like a non-superwash yarn. So it's just amazing. Other thing I wanted to say is it's discontinued. She's no longer carrying it, so I am sorry. Maybe you can get it on the Ravelry black market from people like me who buy yarn and never use it. And there's somebody sitting around there with it. But yeah. Guys, I only have one more skein of the marled yarn, and then it's gone. So yeah. And also, can we just take a moment to admire that this is a DRK everyday sock, and every DRK, apparently when you leave socks on the blockers for so long, they finally turn into socks, and like this thing, perfect. It's perfectly blocking does do wonders. Summer Lee also talks about that in her book. Anyway, I've yammered on about that for long enough. Next, what do I have next? We can talk about this whip really quick because I'm about to frog it. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I am. I have never had such a, well, I have. If you know, you know. But like, I'm struggling to finish the sock. I don't like the heel. I did Fish Kiss Lips. I'm not liking that heel. I'm not liking the length of the cuff. I'm not liking it. It's not bringing me joy. And I love my sock journey, and I want to say, oh, this is my July sock. I'm frogging the July sock. I think I earned that. I finished like 3 socks in July. screw it. Just because it's sock week and the mystery knit along. So I'm allowed to say screw it. Crap, I didn't pull it up. 1 second. So I am frogging this. I made the decision. It's just, I don't like it. And it needs to be something cool because the yarn is just, I love the color of the yarn. So, nope. It's the little black socks by Summer Lee. I'm going to pull up a photo. She needs to like redo this pattern to make it more happy for people to knit. Because I was not happy knitting this. And life's too short. I get it. It's cables. You can't take cables to the trail, but I've never had a problem knitting cables before, so it's not the cables. And it's not the textured pattern on the inside. It's something about me and this pattern not working. So it's not going to happen. But, oh well. I tried. So that will be a frog. I just wanted to show it to you guys. Oh, I also forgot to say, I already started the 2nd anniversary sock. Voila. And that is living in my new walk-in knit bag. I've had this bag. It's a Hide and Hammer bag from Les Garçons. It's their retreat bag. There's a little thing on the inside. It says Hide and Hammer and Les Garçons on it. Here we go. Les Garçons is a company in Montreal. They're Canadian, proudly Canadian. And they're awesome. Max and Vincent. Max is also a pattern designer, but they also sell yarn. It's a thing. The boys, we love them. Les Garçons means the boys in English. It's French. I took French. I know that much French. Anyway, oh, I have realized that I am taking this to Fiberfest over my precious Jezebel bee bag. I know. I had this for forever, never really used it too much, and I found that I can put 2 socks in here, put it on my shoulder, and just knit comfortably. I mean, like, right now, like, it's caught in these little pieces here, and that's kind of annoying, but other than that, I feel more free, and I could probably slip a credit card in there, and I'll be all set to just walk and knit on the socks at Fiberfest. What more could a girl ask for? Next whip, and I'm sorry, but it's not finished because I got my sock mojo back. It is the Everyday Cardigan by Peg Richards. It's a piece fleece cardigan, Everyday Cardigan. That's the name of it. It is pretty much in the same state as it was before, except I started one of the pockets and I messed it up. I'll show it to you. I was so bummed. Like, I was like, oh, this pocket is my first set in pocket. It's going to be so awesome. It's not. It looks like crap, and I want to do something with it. But it's too late, because it's like, it's not an afterthought pocket. It's a forethought pocket, and it's like one of those cut-in pockets. But, like, it's so hideous. So, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. Part of me just wants to start the whole damn sweater over because it's just a hot mess, but I'm too close to start over. It's just one sleeve. So I'm going to figure it out, but that's why I've been reluctant to cast on another sleeve. I do want to finish this for Fiberfest, but the pocket thing is pissing me off. So I have basically the 2nd pocket, fix the 1st pocket, and do the sleeves. So I think I'm going to go back and start on the sleeves. But this thing, whenever I get upset with it, is when it goes on timeout. So I'm upset with it, it's on timeout again. There's that. That is all of the whips. So we're gonna talk about my my August socks first. Oh God, I forgot how to say this. Okanaga. I'm gonna let you guys look at that. So I want to knit. Are you guys noticing a theme to these boot socks that I keep knitting? Because they're just so easy to knit. Hang on, I'm gonna just zoom in on the title just because I'm afraid. Okanaga. It's a place. It's a city in Washington, I believe. But I think it might be Native American. I don't know. Anyway, Okanaga socks. They're boot socks by Andrea Rangel. I used to test for Andrea back in the day, and I just don't like testing anymore because it's too much work. And then I have to follow the pattern, and what if I want to go knit a sock and I have to hit their deadline? I don't want to do all that. And I was thinking, well, first I was thinking I have a natural sock set by Leo and Roxy, which is an 80/20 non-superwash. Look at that. So that's what I was first thinking, but then part of me is like, save it for your cable socks that you were gonna make. So I know I want to knit non-superwash because they look like they'll be so warm and great for a hike. So I was thinking Sea Change Fibers, and it's Corridale. So this is Sea Change Fibers Montera sock, and it's 435 yards, 100 grams, 80% Corridale, 20% nylon, 26 to, oh, you don't need all that. 26 to 32 stitches on, it equals 4 inches. But I was thinking these would look so good together. And so I got one in the Au Naturel. This was one of, and this is Stormy Seas is the color of this one. But I think these two look great. And it doesn't need to be 3 colors, but let's say I wanted to add, this is one of the stripes, this blue here. I think you can't really go wrong. They're all gorgeous. So I think I am going to do that now that I see it together. This would make a really cool stripe, and then I can do my cable socks after, and then this would be the main color, and that can be the heel. But this, oh, Corridale. Yes, please. I've never had a pair of Corridale socks, and I want to actually cast these on right now. But wait, there's more. Because, so Laura at Always Be Kind Yarn, her, she's dyeing yarn with her grandson, I believe it is. Her grandson. She does not seem old enough to be a grandma. Well, she's not old, but like, you know, grandmas are younger and younger nowadays. Anyway, so she's dyeing yarn with her her grandchildren, Onyx and Kyanite, while their mother's trying to move down, I think, to be closer to her. I don't know the whole story, but she was on a live, and then we asked Onyx his favorite colors, and he said black and blue, and I'm like, a man after my own heart. And I'm like, okay. And then he said, and I said, oh, he should make a black and blue colorway and call it Onyx. And I didn't think Laura was going to let him near the dye pan again, like, for a while, because he just dyed up a whole pan of yarn. But being Laura and the most amazing human being ever, can she adopt me and be my grandma? Because I want to go play with yarn all day. Yes, please. So anyway, even though I'm not supposed to have yarn, and I shouldn't be buying yarn, I bought this because how could I not? How could I not? And I know it looks like it, on this it looks tweedy, but it's not. And apparently it glows underneath the black light. So, and then Laura included this little cute little black mini for me because she knew it was going to be socks. But if you look at the back, I think she even circled Onyx's name, and it's 75/25 on her base because she knows I like that base, but she didn't make it for me, of course, but she told me that. And so I searched high and low for a pattern for this and realized I only own one pair of vanilla socks with a heel flapping gusset. And those socks are also Always Be Kind yarn, but I knit them on a 1.5 before I knew what I was doing. They were my first socks. And so I'm like, well, why not? I'm just going to knit. I'm going to seize the day. And I could, because I wanted to find a pattern. And I just couldn't. And I was like, these need to be vanilla. But I hate knitting vanilla socks. But I could only justify it if I did the basic heel flapping gusset socks. And so that's what I'm going to do from Summer's book. It's the basic heel flapping gusset socks. And it'll be my heel flapping gusset of the year. And if I don't like it, I can rip it out. But I just think it needs to speak. The yarn needs to talk, and that's the way to do it, is just do vanilla. So it's going to be vanilla. So that I want to cast on right away, but now after looking at this cordell and picking it up, I think I'm going to wind this up and cast it on right away. But these are going to be my September socks. The Leo and Roxy socks, the ones I showed, what were they, what did I call them? The Leo and Roxy work socks, anniversary work socks. Those are the August socks that I haven't finished because I've been so busy with all of these socks for Sock Week and all of that. And I forgot to tell you my totals for summer sock camp because I didn't write them down. I was like, it's not going to take that long, but maybe it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is 11 pair for summer sock camp that I have knit. Yay, and I still haven't won. Speaking of winning, I don't know if you guys follow Shelabobby. I'm going to link her below. But if you follow me, you probably follow her because she has more followers than me. She's a crazy chicken lady. I don't want to use the word crazy because she doesn't call herself that, but she's a chicken lady. And she has chickens and she lives on a farm and she knits a lot of socks. And anyway, she did like a random giveaway for her subscribers. Like she just reached like a milestone of subscribers. And so she gave away a pattern and I was the winner. But I bring this up to say she has won twice for summer sock camp. She's knit more socks than I have for summer sock camp. But she has won twice for summer sock camp. And I have never won for summer sock camp. No shade, Shelabobby, and thank you for subscribing. But come on. I gotta win. This is my turn. If I don't win, it's okay. It's gonna be something I don't need, which is more yarn or a bag or something. If it's a pattern, I'll take a pattern. Yes, please. Anyway, I love her and I fangirled so hard when she subscribed to my channel. So if you're watching, hi, because I'm such a geek. What was the next thing? Oh, my other whip. Let me just pull it out of this bag. But isn't it all too bright? So I got, look at that, Lola Bean Yarn Co. and Ho-He. Don't hate, just love. Just love. Okay, I'm just gonna pause for a minute because I love this bag so much. Can we just take a minute to admire this bag and all its greatness? But I just got this bag from Gary Knits, Gary Rides. It was a prize. Apparently I won a prize. I guess for all the socks that I knit for Knit the Rainbow, or he did a pull for all of his cows and my name was in there because I enter all of them. Even if I don't knit something or if I have a whip, I'll just post it. And because I love Gary and I want to support him. Anyway, this, oh my god, like seriously, look at the inside of this bag. I think it's the only bag that Ho-He made with like a cloth interior on it. Anyway, I am making a, let's pull it up. Come on. It's a Cozy Memories blanket by Kemper Ray. And I'm basically doing the socks that I have knit in order. So this is the swatch from my I Miss You sock by Always Be Kind Yarn. And then this is also my second sock from also Always Be Kind Yarn. This is New Beginnings. And as you can see, I'm not very good at keeping up with this because I decided to cast on and then I took a pause break. But I will definitely be working on it until it's going to outgrow this bag really quickly, I hope. But basically I'm going in order, and then next are my Stephen West socks, and this is what I have left of this buffalo yarn that they don't make anymore. But I thought it would be a really good way to use up some yarn scraps and kind of another way to document the sock journey. Like first, I'm just doing it literally in order of the socks that I made. And as I knit more socks, it's gonna grow, but one more time. You know you love it. Free Ho-He & Co. bucket bag. I can't even. I can't. It's just so good. Anyway, that's that. And oh, the other thing. Okay, guys. So I can't believe I've been holding this in so well. So Ho-He Locatelli's cow started today. I know. I love Ho-He Locatelli. And I do a cal every year, but because I've been so distracted by summer sock camp and sock week and Stephen West MCal and my Fiberfest sweater that I have to get ready and done, I've just been and like haven't even cast on yet. But I was planning on to start with, I've already signed up, was to cast on Milton. And I was going to do it all cotton. So my lace was going to be this Eco Butterfly. It is lace cotton. What kind of cotton? It doesn't say. The colorway is Eco Butterfly Organic Rainbows, 100% organic cotton, made in India. Low impact dyes, and the colorway is Mediterranean. 50 grams lace, 760 yards. Eco Butterfly. And this is a sweater that I have not come to frog yet because it was so pretty, but I'm gonna run out of yarn and this yarn is discontinued. So it's just half a sweater that I didn't want to frog because it was too pretty, but let's just be honest, I'm gonna have to frog it because it's not gonna be anything. I bought new yarn to make up for it. It's all good, but so that I don't, because I already had this in my stash, but I didn't have it in teal, so I was just gonna stripe it with this, and I think these two they'll sing. I think they'll be fine. Would I love it if this was aqua? Yes, but I was trying to get out of my color zone, so I didn't get this in aqua. So we'll see. It calls for sport. This is like the third time I've tried to do a Milton. And if I have to, I can always order this in an aqua color. And I don't know, part of me wants to, another part of me says, use your stash. But it's only like, what, $17? I say that a lot. And then that $17, then I nickel and dime myself out of that $17 all day long. Anyway, I think that's it. That's all the things I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, reading. I finished The Girl Who Escaped Auschwitz by Ellie Midwood. And I am currently reading The Violinist of Auschwitz. It's kind of, I think this is the first book, and then The Girl Who Escaped was the other book. The Girl Who Escaped was on sale, and I like a good sale. So I read that, and like, you have to read that. There is not a dull moment in that book. The Violinist of Auschwitz, same thing. There is not a dull moment in that book. Like, it is just, it's so good. So far, I'm halfway through it. They both seem to be love stories, which there's so many love stories that came out of Auschwitz, and I'm gonna cry if I think about it, but like, it's so beautiful and so tragic at the same time. I have never heard of the Ellie Midwood, and she is not in the library, but I am in love with her. I'm in love with the stories that she tells and the way she honors these women, and she mostly just does stories about women from war times, or just strong women who stood up. I think she has a couple books about the French Resistance, and I'm kind of curious about those stories too. Anyway, I highly recommend if you can read Auschwitz books. This particular book, The Violence of Auschwitz, every single thing that could trigger a person is in there. And I'm talking everything from children to rape to everything. Let's just say she had a special relationship with Dr. Mengele, and that's all I'm going to say. If you know history and you know Dr. Mengele, you know what I'm saying. It makes your skin crawl, and it will keep you up at night because it's 100% everything in it is real. So caution, if you cannot stomach that kind of thing, it is not the book for you. But I liked it. Okay, guys, that is it for me. I will not talk to you guys again until after DFW Fiberfest. I want to shoot some footage there, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you, because I want to just have fun and enjoy the festival. I was supposed to volunteer in the morning, but I think I might cancel that and do like afternoon volunteers so I can just enjoy the festival. Anyway, if you were coming, say hi. If you're coming and you follow me, you're the two people that I know that we're going to sit at a table together anyway. but if you're coming and you're new, watch us, say hi. if you're not coming, I can show you all my goodies, because I'm not planning on buying a whole lot, just because every time I go through my yarn stash, it's like, wow, where did all this yarn come from? And it's a lot. All right, well, until next time, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, enjoying all my crazy sockness. And I'm going to try to get a sweater done. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.